Number 11, we go to church to bear one another's burdens. Galatians 6:2 says, carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ. So you see, we can help one another. We can be there for one another. We can pray for each other. We can do practical things for one another. We can come alongside a brother or sister and we can help them shoulder the weight or the trial or the temptation or the difficulty they're going through. Number 12, we go to church to celebrate the Lord's Supper. Matthew 26:26 says, while they were eating, Jesus took bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it. And he gave it to his disciples, saying, take and eat, this is my body. Verse 27 says, and he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying, drink from it, all of you, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins. Notice that Jesus says, drink from it, all of you. So Jesus himself instituted the Lord's Supper with the gathering of his disciples. Well, if it was good enough for the disciples to get together and celebrate and have communion, then it's good for us to get together and have communion and remember what Jesus did for us, his sacrifice, and we give him thanks for that. Number 13, we go to church because we want to care for one another. 1 Corinthians 12:25 says, so that there should be no division in the body, but that its members should have equal concern for each other. Now, if we're not involved in church, how can we care for one another? You know, just like the person who is sick at home or is in hospital, and when we were allowed to visit them, right now we're not allowed to go and visit everybody, but when we were allowed to visit people in the hospital, and if they're not involved in a small group and they don't tell us where they are, how can we care for them? We want to care for them. We want to be there for each and every one of our members. That's why we need to be together and not separate ourselves. We mustn't isolate ourselves, because then who's going to care for us in our time of need? We also go to church because the body needs each other in order to grow. Ephesians 4:15 says, instead we will speak the truth in love, growing in every way more and more like Christ, who is the head of the body, the church. Number 16, and he makes the whole body fit together perfectly, as each part does its own special work. It helps the other parts grow, so that the whole body is healthy and growing full of love. So as a member of Christ's body, we have a part to play. You are important to us. You might say, Pastor Bev, the truth of the matter is I don't know where I fit in. Well, if you don't know where you fit in, please attend Growth Track. You might be in the church for quite a while, and still go ahead and attend Growth Track. You will find exactly where your gifting is, and you will feel fulfilled and energized in serving. Number 15, we go to church because every single part of the body is indispensable. I didn't put 1 Corinthians 12 to 27 online because it's too many scriptures, but this talks about how important the body is and how we can't do without each other. You are vitally important. We cannot function without you 100%. We need you, family. And number 16, we go to church to be equipped. Ephesians 4:11 says, and he gave the apostles, the prophets, the evangelists, the shepherds, the teachers, to equip the saints. What for? The work of the ministry. What for? For the building up of the body of Christ. So as a believer, we learn how to be equipped for the ministry, which gets us ready to serve one another. Now, you know, in our society, where we place such a high value on individual achievement, it's often hard for us to understand that our destiny is actually linked to each other. and that we will not succeed on our own. In order to achieve victory, people must be able to count on one another.
Thank you for watching Dr. Bev's YouTube channel. We will continue to offer dynamic and uplifting highlights from Dr. Bev's messages. Please take the time to like and share the videos. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Keep watching the Dr. Beverly Wolmarans YouTube channel.